Yes, so the question again was, how did he get into it in the school?
The question is, how did I have access to the school? That was my first film. Well, I was an editor. I'd made documentaries before, and I worked on a lot of documentaries, and I had a chance to direct something, and I was always interested in documentaries. There was a documentary filmmaker named Frederick Wiseman who made a film about high school. It's kind of a classic from the 60s, and I always liked that style, which is kind of a cinema verite, fly-on-the-wall, observational film, and I wanted to do sort of an update of that 60s film, and so I asked a bunch of school districts if they would allow me to be there for a year, and this one said okay. I chose it mainly because they said okay. And also their curriculum included surfing, so those two things.
See someone, Rachel?
Anybody else have a question?
Yes.
Okay. Right here, right here.
Kiva, have you ever thought about going back to a high school now and doing this picture again?
Did you say, have I thought about that?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I have thought about it a lot. I think to do this kind of, first of all, I wouldn't be interested in it, but if I were to, I don't think I would have access the way I would have access when we did that then. I just don't think campuses would allow, when we shot that film, no one was really aware of what cameras do and the power of cameras. No one had cell phones. There was no Columbine. So, now there are guards on campuses, and we could walk on and off campus with a crew without any questions. It's just a really different era, and I think in some ways the people in that film were less conscious of the camera, and people are much more conscious of something shot on a camera, immediately be posted. I just think there's a more cautious nature. You can make a movie like it, but you won't see those kids doing that thing, I don't think. But also I'm not close enough in age to them to really, I'd be the adult now instead of their older brother or something.
Thanks.
Right over here.
What do I do with my time now? What happened I make a lot of films. I've made a feature, I've done commercials, I've done documentaries. I've been working for 30 years as a director. I make a lot of stuff. Whoever hires me and has a job, they hire me and I do stuff. I direct stuff. But for television, I've done feature, I've done commercials. That's it.
Right.
To make the first film, the original, it was sort of an out-of-pocket thing. I was working at a company and they had free footage. There's a lot of in-kind services. I got a grant. I got a $20,000 grant from AFI at the end to finish it. So it was probably close at that time. It's probably close to $50,000 at the time. Probably with all the stuff. And that's that's not including what I needed to pay back for people and